If you ever get the chance to go through the archives of the Marquette City Police, you'll notice two things. One, that a majority of the crime in the city's history was committed by people under the influence of alcohol. And two, if there's one place serving that alcohol where a lot of those shenanigans took place, it was Flanigans. Calling the 400 block of West Washington Street home since the mid-20th century, Flanigans has not only been a much-loved watering hole, but also a very frequent stop on patrols for the Marquette City Police. Patrol reports going back to the 1950s show some of the interesting things that went on there, from indigent people trying to sell American flags to the establishment itself staying open way past closing. When K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base first opened, airmen new to the area would head to Flanigans in an attempt to meet local women. That, of course, did not go over very well with the male population of Marquette. And on Saturday nights, there would often be two lines behind Flanigans, one of intoxicated airmen, the other of intoxicated locals, just waiting for their chance to trade a few punches just to get their point across. College kids have loved Flanigans over the decades as well. A report from the late 1950s notes that an underage student was outside of the bar, sitting drunk in a car and beeping the horn nonstop. When asked by police, the student said he had been served inside Flanigans, while Flanigans' owner said he was not because his bartenders had been checking IDs all evening and would not serve anyone underage. The truth eventually came out when the drunk student showed police the glass from which he was drinking his beer, a glass with Flanigans' name stamped all over it. Now, along with drinking, you could apparently also take care of a few other vices at Flanigans, at least according to one police report of gambling paraphernalia in the building. And local legend tells the story of a Marquette resident who won $10,000 in one of the Michigan Lottery's first scratch-off games. He went to Flanigans to celebrate, had a little too much to drink, passed his ticket around to show everyone, and by the time it got back to him, it wasn't his original ticket, something he didn't realize until he sobered up the next morning. Nowadays, Flanagan stands as one of Marquette's legacy bars, having traded most of those incidents for karaoke, live music, and a lot of camaraderie. But back in its day, if there's one thing the public and the Marquette City Police knew all about, it would be those shenanigans at Flanigans.